You are not loyal. You are not good friends. You got me hooked on these princesses and then didn't tell me the stress that I was going to go through, trying to get tickets, going through the comeback, none of that. I was just like thrown into the wolves. Who is she? These girls are actually bosses. I don't know if this level of stress is just me, maybe I'm dramatic, or if it's actually a part of loving these girls and being part of this group. I've reacted to the music videos on YouTube. I've reviewed the album on Patreon. It was a whole ride. But I want to talk. I want to talk about the behind the scenes and all of the if. I need to talk through my stress. This is like my therapy that we need to get through. Listen, I was as tired as like my roots are right now. I was stressed. It was so stressful. As it was coming, I had this realization that they are so precious to me now, that they are my ults, and I just felt like, ooh. And I felt like that put so much pressure on the comeback and the whole concept that they don't come back that often. It felt like, oh my gosh, this thing that I'm about to behold needs to be everything. I think that was a problem. I think I was beyond excited, and then it just dropped. Not the song, my feelings just dropped because I reacted to the song, I enjoyed it, I kept listening to it, and then I thought, oh, this is fun, like let me go and speak to other people, because it was so different. Like, it's so different. I'd spoken to people on YouTube, spoken to people on Discord. I was like, let me check social media, see what people are saying. I've seen hate before, but stop. I felt it. Like, it was personal. It wasn't just critique about the song. It was straight up, they've wasted our time. And it ruined my comeback, because it wasn't just like one or two. It felt like a constant barrage. Wherever I went on social media, I was seeing it, and it's like, hello. You know when you're listening to a new song and you listen to it over and over again and then form your own opinion of it? I was robbed. I was robbed of that. I need that time back, because the moment I got into it, I just had voices. I think because people in my life also know that I like Blackpink, people were sending me things to be like,
oh, I heard it wasn't that great.
After seeing so much, I kind of just didn't want to talk to anyone about it. I wanted to just enjoy it how I wanted to. And, you know, there's parts of it that I absolutely love. There's parts of it that I don't like. I review it on Patreon. And that's okay. That's okay to have different parts. But the whole point was that I felt like there was this barrage of opinions that were clouding my own judgment. The comments that I was seeing that were supportive of the song, now in comparison, felt like they were just mollycoddling them and just like pretending like, yeah, it's a great song. That was really frustrating. When it came to this, I was prepared. I was not looking at anything on social media. I was just focused. What do I think of the song? I spoke to people on Discord, because they're measured. Even if people didn't like the song, obviously they're not dissing the people. So it was okay. Fire song. To be honest, at this point, I'm always surprised how many ways they have to clap back at haters. But it's a fire song. I don't have anything more to say about it. I feel like all my feelings were laid out bare in the reaction. Listen, my goal, let me just tell you, I am trying to get from this house to this. I don't really do tickets. I don't really do concerts. Like, I've only really done Beyonce. That was stressful. I tried to get it anywhere in the UK. I couldn't. I went to Ireland. That was stress. This was madness. I thought, if I get Blink membership, that means I'm definitely guaranteed a spot. Even though there's like a little disclaimer that they say, I'm obviously guaranteed a spot. Not even close. It's like the survival of the fittest. It's like YG were trying to do some sort of stamina test. Like, if you can endure this, then you're able to see them. 20 what?
29.
What? Why? 29 minutes? Oh my gosh. I don't get why they're trying to make us prove our devotion. I don't get it. So the first day I tried, I got all set up. I was like, you are not going to get me, YG. I got set up and I had tickets in my hand, the right tickets, the tickets that I wanted. But I was booking with a friend and there was only one seat available. Actually makes me want to cry. You don't understand. I released it. I released it thinking that I was being a good friend and that it's okay. I'm still really early. I'll be able to get another ticket. And disappeared. It disappeared. You don't understand. I woke up early to do that. And the moment that happened, I went into my bed. I covered myself and I just deeped my life. I was like, did I really put friendship above Blackpink? Like, I know that technically that's a good thing, but when it comes to the fact that they don't come often, this is my first chance of seeing them. I'm all about them. I've just discovered them. I'm so into them. And then I'm going to let it slip through my fingers for a friend. No offense, I love you, but...
Mimi, sorry. Not sorry.
No, I was really upset. So the next day, I had a friend on the phone with me trying to get those tickets. Then I had the other friend, the one that I was supposed to book with. And again, Yetti does not learn her lesson. I cancelled the friend that was on the phone. She had somehow managed to get American Express tickets. And then the other friend called me, the one that I was originally going to be going with, called me and said, okay, no, she's found tickets. Am I ready to go? Cancelled this one, said yes to this one. This one is putting her details in, disappeared. The devil is a liar.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, this is scary.
Then the next day I was like, okay, it was now going to be the general sale or something like that. But anyway, I went into that Blink membership thing and I got Copenhagen. It was, for me, it was the only European country that was on the list that I haven't been to. So I thought, okay, it'll be fun to go see there. And it's a smaller venue. I thought kind of be intimate. So randomly, very randomly, I have tickets to Copenhagen. So if you're in Copenhagen, because I'm going to be alone, I've never been to a concert alone. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I feel really awkward. So please, like, if you're there, talk to me, make friends, be nice to me if you see me, please. Somehow, with another set of tickets, the friend that I was originally always going to be going with, that things had been messing up, she got tickets to London. So I've somehow gone from having nothing and being in utter despair to having a chance to see them twice. In 2 different places, 2 different venues, languages, all of that. I'm getting like experiences. I know that YG seem to want big headlines and they want it to be like Blackpink sold out this and that, and they want to see in the videos like full arenas packed out, but it feels like there's this lack of willingness to take risks, and I feel that permeating through a lot of different things that they're doing. We'll talk about it later in the comeback in general, but it feels like YG are just not willing to take risks with Blackpink, and it's really frustrating. Yeah, so this comeback frustrated me. And I'm going to need us to have like a heart conversation here where you're not going to get defensive, because listen, that comeback was gone in a blink. It's not even a joke. I feel like YG made this big fuss about how mega this comeback was going to be. And it just wasn't what they said it was going to be. They said, along with the comeback, Blackpink will also go on a world tour. Amazing. Of the largest scale as a K-pop girl group. Great. Until the end of the year to expand interaction with fans. All fantastic. And then it's, will continuously carry out large-scale projects that can live up to their status. Rubbish. Where is it? I'm waiting. So this is separate to the tour, large-scale projects. So I'm really confused. We got VMA. That, to me, is not like a shocking, surprising thing. I feel like they're at the level where they should be at that anyway. So that's not whoa, but it's great. But we got that. We got that live performance. It was like really poorly lit, like really bad camera work. We got the dance practices, which were amazing. I was really like, those dance practices brought me back to life. But it was just so few. It was so little. I felt like I was just like eating the scraps of what they were sending. And I know some of you are going to jump in and say, well, they're having a concert. They didn't have time. I have heard all of those explanations. It doesn't hit my soul. I don't care. I wanted more. I expected more. Do you know what? If YG didn't make a fuss about what was going to come, I would have been chill. Like, you guys had briefed me that being a blink means that you're literally in the desert. Waiting, looking at mirages, like, is it that? Is it that? No. So I was expectant that, okay, this is how it is, liking them. That was cool. YG elevated my hopes. And then it was just like, maybe it's going to still come, maybe. But at this point, the disappointment of not getting more. Like, I thought we were going to get variety shows, behind the scenes type stuff, just more content of them on their own, maybe V-Lives, like more live streams, all that kind of stuff. I just thought there was just going to be more. Look, I don't think supporting them means that you have like your blinkers on. That's not the type of support that I do. I support them as people. I support the company, but I also have expectations of them, and I'm going to voice those expectations. It's coming from a place of like love and critique rather than a place of just straight up hate. You know what? After this Pink Venom comeback and the stress of that, the way the people just made me feel very shitty. Oh, can I say that on YouTube? Oh, okay. Well, that's how I felt. That's how I felt deep down inside. So after that, when it came to the concert, I was like armor. I was protected. I knew that people were going to say things. So I've seen those videos. Obviously, yes, there are mistakes. There are things that happen that don't look quite right or look how they should. And to be honest, in some of the videos that people have sent me to be like, look at your girls, they're messing up. It's actually like, maybe they're not well, or maybe like something's going on. Like, you never know when it comes to costume, like what they ate, how they're feeling. You never know. I remember watching the documentary. Jennie was talking about how she struggles sometimes with her fitness level. So when I see things, I'm now very careful to be like, oh, this person isn't giving this or that, because it's actually like, maybe there's something else going on that I don't know about. And if I haven't watched the whole concert, like if they're doing that the whole concert, course, like what's going on. But like once or twice, I really don't see the fuss. People were doing the absolute most, saying, I waited 2 years and look at what I got. It's ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. I'm in a group chat and people are like sending the videos and saying like, to think I was going to buy the tickets. Frankly, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you waited 2 years, because listen, if you are starving, broccoli tastes like a whole gourmet meal. So don't even try it. You weren't starving for 2 years. You weren't waiting for 2 years. It felt like people were waiting for them to fall and for them to fail. I quite like seeing artists mess up. Like, is it just me? I quite like seeing that. You can think I'm Delulu. I really don't care. I am standing firm in this. I enjoy it because it makes me feel like they are real, like they're authentic. And let's be honest, some of it is funny. Don't tell me that you haven't seen your friend fall or like be drinking something and it pours on them and you haven't laughed. We've all laughed. We've all laughed. That's what you do to your, like, if you see your friend doing something like that, you laugh. So some of it is funny. Some of it is like, oh, okay, cool. Like for me, it means that when I see them performing and executing everything, I'm going to appreciate it much more because it's like, okay, you're human. I can see your human side. And then maybe also there's a level of me that is like, some of that was at the beginning. And I know that my concert is like later at the end. So all of that stuff is going to be ironed out. But I really just don't see the big deal with a performance or a part of a performance being a bit messy. So because we barely have a comeback, we barely have things to like fully get into. So because of that, I am gonna milk the crap out of any other scraps of anything that I get. I'll watch every interview possible so that I can just like revel in this season that we're in. Even the concert that I'm going to, there's 2 nights. I'm going to one night in London. I'm gonna go to the other night and just hang around and just like soak in the atmosphere because I just want to like get every like little ounce. So watch out for this series. There's gonna be other videos following, some spoilers, not quite spoilers to me, maybe not spoilers to you, but I'm gonna watch some of the like concert stuff to get amped and excited about